All right, so this is Nick Byrd. We're coming out with a video in a couple days with him, and we're going to talk about like how to make money as a musician and like with music. But he came in the shop and he picked out a handful of records that he wanted to talk about that are piquing his interest. So yeah. I'll let you run with it.
So I got a few records here. The first one I picked out, I haven't ever heard of this, but it intrigued me. It's called Monitor. Dylan actually threw it on for a bit, and yeah, definitely gonna have to snag this one.
It's like electronic indie, like I think it's late '80s. I found it in an attic. It's a pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool. Definitely something I'm into. Classic here, Damien Rice. Dylan saw me pick this up and got really excited as well. You know, you got the Blower's Daughter on here, Cannonball, Volcano. I haven't heard this record in quite a long time.
Oh my God, it's so good.
Great.
That's legitimately one of my favorite albums of all time. I say that a lot, but like I've listened to that album so many times. It's just so good. Singer, songwriter, you know, acoustic. It's a beautiful record.
I actually forgot about him until today, so I'm glad that I came across this. Good old Sleep. I don't think I've actually heard this one, but I am a fan of Sleep. You know, they got their own lane for sure.
Some doom, like hard rock, good stuff.
Yeah.
I love Sleep. They just came out with like this double single thing that everybody went nuts over. It's pretty good.
Yeah, you got to respect it. I got to see them live one time.
Oh, sweet.
It was so loud.
Oh, I bet.
It was so loud, but totally worth it. This is a great record by Alex G. Are you familiar with this? Dude, this is like lo-fi. What's the genre? I think he's from Philly or Brooklyn. Just, yeah, I often can't get enough Alex G. He's pretty prolific too. And just yeah, it's a really good record.
I'm not big in the lo-fi scene. I don't know that much about lo-fi stuff, so
this is cool.
My blind spot.
Yeah, that's yeah, I love that stuff. I picked this one up, Simon and Garfunkel, Sounds of Silence. The reason why this is particularly interesting to me is because there's a song on here called I'm a Rock. And when I was in high school, I had an English teacher named Mrs. Irwin, and she was honestly like a little like senile and like losing it a little bit. But like once a week at a certain point, is in my senior year of high school, she would play songs and we would use them to like, you know, examine the literary references and sort of do that sort of exercise. And I Am a Rock was a song that she played often. And whenever I hear this song, I think of her. She's a really, really kind person. I'm not sure if she's still around or not, but I won't ever forget being in Miss Irwin's class and listening to I'm a Rock with some of my best friends.
Yeah, I remember high school, I had some teachers that like heavily influenced me in music and stuff. Like, it's funny, but like I don't remember anything they actually taught me like from a academic basis. Like the music stuck with me, you know? Yeah,
you know. So that was pretty cool that she did that. And so that's why that record sticks out to me. Good old Betty Wright.
R.I.P. She passed away last year, I think, right?
Did she really?
I think so.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, sorry to
well,
harsh your mellow.
Even more significant now, Clean Up Woman. Such a great cut. There's a bunch of other great cuts on this, and great players. So Betty Wright, rest in peace. Kamasi Washington, big old box set here. You know, I think this guy's brilliant. Does some really amazing things on his instrument. You got Thundercat on here, and a host of other people. I haven't even heard this. I don't even know what it is.
It's amazing, dude. Thundercat's amazing.
Yeah.
They grew up together. Did you know that?
You know, I didn't, but they sort of like have kindred spirits, so I really could believe that.
They did. They grew up together, and I think Kamasi's dad was like a huge jazz player and was like always influencing them to say like that he would say I think he didn't always like some of the music that they were playing, but he would be like, I don't care what you play, I don't care what you do, but learn a new song every single day. Wow. And so they would every single day when they were recording, they would learn a new song, and then they just got like really freaking good. Yeah.
That's a good way to.
Yeah.
I might steal that advice.
Yeah, man.
Start learning a song, at least one song. But yeah, Kamasi Washington, big fan. This is a band called. Okay, so the band's called The Horrors. Actually.
Okay, I took a second. Yeah. I was like, I don't know. The Horrors sounds like it could go either way.
This is a UK band, if I'm not mistaken. And the reason I know about this is a good record. The reason I know about this is because when I was in China, I visited China in Beijing years ago, probably like 2016. And while we were there, we went to a couple record stores. And this was a CD that they had for sale there, and I bought it, and I liked it. So, picking this up just to got a cool picture of them playing on the back.
That's definitely looks like a good time.
B15, Ampeg B15. So it's pretty cool. Classic record here, The Impressions. I think the cut on here, Miracle Woman. Just good old music.
Good stuff.
Yeah. This is actually when I came
This is a Francois Hardy.
this caught my eye from where I'm sitting on the couch. I saw this on the rack, and I knew that I had to grab this one.
Francois
Hardy.
Hardy.
French, if I'm not mistaken, and yeah, just
folk. Beautiful. Female singer-songwriter. Yeah. Folk. Good stuff.
It's make you feel good.
Yeah, for sure.
Bob Mould. It's funny. Are you familiar with Bob? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm not, and okay. This is a name that keeps coming up in my ecosphere. My friend Alicia brings up Bob Mould often, and so I'm intrigued and I want to hear what it sounds like. It says blistered with blowtorch riffs. Love it. Love some good riffage. So. Merge Records out of Durham, so tight. North Carolina. I don't know if he's from there, but the record label is North Carolina. And then finally, classic record here, Interpol, Turn on the Bright Lights. Dude, this record, love it. Like, it's just so solid. So those are my picks for
Nick
today.
Byrd top picks 2021. Nick is this a shop about once a year, and or maybe twice a year. Depends on if I hassle him to get over here, and he ends up wanting a bunch of records. So
that was just off one rack. So.
Yeah. He didn't even look at the whole story. Just like, pop. But so stay tuned. Nick's got a video. It's coming out like a day or two, and so Nick has a business where he buys and sells like awesome gear for like musicians to use in Nashville. So like, I'm always seeing him sell like sweet Fender Rhodes and like, epic guitars and amps and like recording machines and tape machines and all this crazy stuff. So Nick's a really cool, special person. I've known him for like 10 or 12 years, somewhere along in there. And he's a musician, fantastic bass and drummer, and probably a bunch of other stuff I don't know about, but yeah, so stay tuned. He's gonna have that video coming out here in a couple days. It's kind of a long form discussion about like just making money as a musician and like figuring out your way in life when there's so many other musicians and so much other stuff out there. So anyways, so stay tuned. Nick's a good friend.